Welcome to episode 30 of Lost Signals. My name is Daryl.
I'm JD. No, come on, you. That's better.
JD just opened a beer. So you were kind of missing for the last two episodes.
I'm not complaining.
What the fuck was going on, man? You
I'm not complaining. You were busy, man. You had a set schedule. You had guests on, and both shows were incredible.
Thank you. It was he's busy. He was busy.
It was busy. Yes.
Talking to Whitney was really easy. Really easy. Because we're talking about Dumb and Dumber back there. So
how dare you? Yeah, don't dare to invoke their names as they will pay attention.
Well, exactly. And they're both it's cold out here right now. So they're both right outside the door here, right in front of the register, hanging out where the heat's coming out.
Right.
But no, both interviews I thought went really well. I enjoyed both of them. Sheldon Dingwall, again, thanks to him for stopping by and talking about lots of base stuff. I maybe flubbed a few things in that interview, but I'm still new at this.
Yeah, you did fine. You honestly did a great job. And also, a lot of information and a lot of details were revealed for both interviews, learning more about the dogs that you have and the upbringing and also the environment that she lives in and how she goes about and learns about dogs' personalities and whatnot. And then furthermore, talking to Sheldon and that guitar behind you, learning the lore and whatnot of not just the company.
Really.
Yeah. But also those guitars. That's bloody interesting.
Yeah. It was lots of information that was bestowed on me this past weekend.
Yeah.
Interesting. It was and good fun, Yeah. Talking to Whitney she's a hoot. I'll definitely have her on again, and I may do an episode. If you're familiar with that episode, with her canine game stuff, I may go out for a weekend if I can swing it. Bring Dumb and Dumber with me, and then do a live, but not live, but do an on location.
That'd be cool.
I think that would be fun. Just go out and do something different, and I don't know.
Totally.
I don't know. Yeah.
It sounds like a plan to me.
Well, yeah.
You don't need my approval. Come on.
Well, obviously not, because if I'm doing interviews without you, I kind of just do what the hell that I want anyway. So.
Exactly.
Yeah. So let's talk about the cold for a minute, because it wasn't that bad here today. It was only about minus 13, 14, 15. So that's not horrible, but it's coming. The minus fucking 30 overnight.
Yeah, well, we are right on the doorstep of Christmas right now, so it is cold. We got a bunch of snow a couple of days ago here in Prince George, and it just was it's okay. I'm not driving this week, so it can snow as much as it fucking wants.
Yeah.
By the time I start driving next week, it better stop.
Just stop a little bit. Yeah.
Exactly. Just stop. Exactly.
We could really use the snow here right now, just because there's not a whole lot, and it was a drought last year. We need some ground moisture, especially for my friends that are farmers. And you're really needy tonight.
I see that.
He's just
is that Loki?
That is Loki. He's just sitting up here, just staring at me.
But Dad, I wasn't part of the episode last time.
He wasn't. Well, he wasn't in the Sheldon Dingwall interview. He was in the in Whitney's interview for sure. As well. Yeah. So let's take care of this shit right off the top, because we both talked about this before we came on.
Yeah.
Both a little
miffed,
frazzled, pissed off. Whatever. Just because
we're done with this bullshit. We are utterly done with this bullshit.
So. It's not that my tone has really changed a whole lot about COVID stuff lately. You know what? I still think people should get vaccinated, and your masks and shit. But the dumb shit that our government is doing, and especially with restrictions that are coming up, it makes no fucking sense. Right? So in places like Vancouver, and yes, I know that the NHL is suspended now until after Christmas. But I mean, how does it make any sense that you can go to a Canucks game in Vancouver or a Leafs game in Toronto or whatever, go to any sort of sporting event, sit with 20,000 people, but you can't have family over? Like the rules that this government, like the federal government that are making, like it
doesn't make any sense.
No sense at all. It's like,
no, it hit me because it was the same thing. It's like, okay, so you're telling me I can go to a restaurant, I can go to a bar, I can have myself and 5 friends. There have to be some sort of plexiglass, like for that automatic social distancing, but I can't go to the gym anymore for a month because why? Like I have to show my vaccination card to get a gym or vaccination passport to get a gym membership. I'm triple vaccinated. I also wear a mask when I'm working out, regardless of if I'm running or lifting or anything like that. I'm still wearing a mask. I am social distancing as best as possible. I am doing my best to be healthy.
But you're getting punished for it.
Yeah, but I can't. But I can go to a sporting event, or I can go to a bar and have a beer and have something to eat, and I don't get it.
All these rules it seems that they're putting out is like they're so backwards.
Yeah,
like
it's just a touch.
Yeah, like cart before the horse sort of thing. Like they preached this for months. So like right when the vaccine was getting deployed, once we hit 70%, everybody, we're gonna be great. Everything's gonna be open. We're gonna have herd immunity. Saskatchewan is at that. I'm sure BC is pretty damn close to it too.
Yep.
If not, like you're there.
Yeah.
But like now, like all these people, like me and yourself, we did the stuff we were supposed to do, but now we're still getting punished by with this shit. It's like, for fuck's sakes, like, and I don't care anymore. I don't, I'm gonna
define what it is you don't care about, because you and I are on the same page.
Like, I don't, over Christmas, yes, I will go and see my family.
Yes.
And if there's a friend having people over, I'm going over there. That's the long and the short of it. Like, cause I don't, all the people that I know are double vaccinated. And yes, I know that this new fucking variant is whatever, but it's like, just, you get to the point where it's just like, you know what? Either I'm going to get it and I'm going to die, or I'm just not going to get it. Right. Yeah. Like, it's just, it's so tiring. And like, I feel for like the healthcare workers, because like they're going through all this shit and it doesn't seem like there's any end in sight because of what our government's doing. They're not addressing the fact that there's not enough like healthcare beds available. This whole entire pandemic, like there's been, X amount of ICU beds in every city, whatever. There hasn't been any more money put into that. It's like, what, we're just going to try and like stifle ourselves by, like without putting more money into this. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay. And I'm with you 100%. And I just want to come back and summarize everything. Like, I have not lost, and we have not lost, the entire purpose of this whole thing is not only to save lives, but to not overwhelm our healthcare system. Because when it comes down to it, it's the nurses, the care aides, the doctors, the physicians, all that stuff. They're the ones who are truly suffering, because they are the last line of defense, and they're doing their absolute best to push this boulder up a hill that continues to roll back down on top of them, because there's nothing they can do. When people, before the vaccine was available, people were getting sick and there's nothing they can do. All they can do is try their best to save their lives and hope to hell that it worked. But they were watching people die like every fucking day. Yeah. And there was nothing they can do. Now there's this vaccine out, and there's so much misinformation, and became a stupid political thing when it should have just been like it's a health thing. Like, yes, this whole scenario is scary. We have never had this in our lifetime. And the only thing we can do is look back into the history books as references to what did they do during the Black Plague? What did they do during the Spanish flu? Yeah. But there's so much misinformation and such poor education and so much just bullshit out there because of the curse known as social media, which you and I, we both work in we dabble in media. I work in media.
I dabble. Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, like, I recognize that social media is a big problem because it gives a spotlight and it gives a soapbox to people who don't deserve it. Mm-hmm. And this is where we are now. Yeah. So with all that being said, yes, it's fucking frustrating. And yes, I'm tired of it. And yes, it is affecting everyone right now because there are slowly but surely there are people who are finally getting to the point where, like, well, maybe I'll go get my first vaccination because if I want to work or if I want to go do this, they're asking for a vaccine passport. And I keep getting told no because I can't provide one because I don't have a vaccine. And I tried to buy the fake one and it didn't work, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And there's more and more people who are like, oh, okay, so like so-and-so who was like front of the line when they got the vaccine, they're still fine, they're healthy, whatever. Maybe I'll go give it a shot. Yeah. So the numbers are slowly but surely starting to creep up. But at the same time, it's just like you and me and anyone else who has done everything right, who has social distance, who has quarantined, who has worn a mask in every possible scenario and situation and location whatsoever, are now with like, now what? Because, well, yeah, you're right. We are being punished for those who are out there who haven't made the decision, who haven't thought, oh, maybe this isn't a conspiracy. Maybe this shouldn't be a political thing. Yeah. We're being punished because of them. And it, yes, herd immunity theoretically should have been obtained by now in Canada. But because there were so many mutations and so many stupid fucking people out there who would not deal with it. Yes.
It took
I know.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No. It's just that people took so long to go out and get it. Mm-hmm. I watched something. This is the same on the same vein, but I watched something pretty interesting the other day, and it was a South Park episode.
Post-COVID?
The new one where they're like in the future. Have you watched that yet?
No. Why?
Because it's interesting and it's kind of it kind of summarizes what everybody does feel on both sides, I think. Like, and yeah, I'm not going to spoil it or anything because it was a really well done, thought out episode that, kind of showed what both sides are thinking right now. Like the people that are vaccinated and the people that are not. Because like I know people that aren't vaccinated.
Me too.
I don't think of them as less of a people. And it's like what I think that the hardest part about this whole thing is like the segregation. It's like just because you're not vaccinated doesn't mean that I'm personally judging you less if you have if you can justify your reasons for not doing it. Right? Mm-hmm. If you're doing it for a stupid political reason or to own the libs or fucking whatever, like some of the
government ain't gonna control me.
Yeah.
Really?
To me, that's a little excessive. But like if you have a legit reason, fine. But like sometimes I think both sides need to take a step fucking back and just look at this whole picture, not from your own perspective, but like from everybody else's, because it's to the point now where if we don't have more people on board with this, it's never going to end. Yeah. I mean, I personally don't think that we're ever going to get rid of COVID now. It's not going away. I don't think it ever was going to. It's just something we're going to have to fucking live with now.
Yeah. Yeah. And that is a horrific future to consider.
Yeah.
And that is a bridge to cross once we get there. But at the same time, like, yes, it does require both sides to take a step back and have a little bit of a think, have a little bit of a sit down, a little bit of empathy, compassion.
Yeah.
Exactly. But when you have stood your ground and cemented your feet, it's hard to take that step back.
Yeah.
And I understand that.
Yeah.
So it's
and that's actually, and they address that very well in that new South Park episode.
South Park is like, yeah, okay, so it started off as like cardboard cutouts,
fart jokes and shit jokes and piss jokes. Yeah.
My God, they have brilliant writers.
Oh yeah. Very smart people on that show.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of fell off when they did the whole what the hell is the teacher's name? Mr. Garrison is Trump thing.
Yeah, that was a bit much.
like it was funny, but at the same time, like with what's her name? The transgendered.
Yeah. I know who you're referring to.
Yeah,
Anyway.
once they added, those two, it's like I kind of fell off, but like then I like
Jenner.
Yeah,
Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner. Yeah,
Caitlyn. Yes, there you go. Yeah,
as the parody of her, and it's funny what they did, but it's just, yeah. Check out the new South Park episode.
Right.
It's about an hour long. I think it's actually 2 parts. Yeah, it is 2 parts. So it's on one of the 75 streaming services you can get now. So I think it's on Paramount Plus. I don't even know if you can get it in Canada. I'm not going to say how I watched it because that's just
doesn't matter.
Might get
it doesn't matter.
Might get into trouble, but
yeah. Anyway, when it comes down to it, like these new restrictions, yes, I understand. Yes, I get it. Yes, the government is overreaching. Yes, I'm still going to do what I feel is proper and right. And I had no inclination of going to a restaurant in the near future anyway. But it's frustrating as fuck when I'm getting onto a great rhythm of getting some exercise and going to the gym. And I just got a brand new gym membership. And it's minus 30 outside and it's 2 feet of snow.
Yeah. I mean,
I can't just go for a walk,
I was planning on going to a restaurant tomorrow, but that's just my own prerogative, right?
Yeah, no, and nothing should stop you.
Yeah, and it won't, I don't think. Because I don't think those restrictions are coming in here. Well, Alberta announced them today, so they'll probably announce them for us like tomorrow or the next day because we can't do anything on our own here in Saskatchewan.
Yeah. What's our neighbor doing? We'll do that.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, just it's got really depressing this first fucking 20 minutes of the episode.
I know, but you wanted to lean into the NHL next.
I know.
Yeah,
so. And actually, again, so this does lead into it. So, bunch of cancellations this week with, I think NBA games are getting canceled. First, the NHL said that they weren't doing cross-border play anymore, like, between Canada and the U.S., which, I mean, at this point, what's the difference? And then starting the 18th? No, that doesn't make any sense. What the hell? I can't remember the date that they said, but they're stopping NHL games until after Christmas. I think maybe tonight's the last night.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because I have friends in Vegas right now at an NHL game, like literally as we speak. We're recording this one this week.
You're watching this later. Yeah.
This is like a week later. Not a week, like a couple days later.
Couple days, yes.
But that actually goes into what else we were talking about before, is that the NHL actually pulled out of the Olympics. So this would have been the first time in 8 years, I think. Yeah. 2018 there was non-NHL players. 2014 there was NHL players because that was in Sochi. Because in 2018 there was a guy from my home, the next town over from where I live. He went and he was not NHL caliber, and they did not win. So this would have been So this would have been the first year that NHL players would have been back in the Olympics. So, I mean, I get it. I do. But man, that sucks. I mean, I think honestly at this point, they should do what they did with the Summer Olympics and just postpone it a full year. Be done with it. You know,
again, we're circling back to, well, if we were able to get a stranglehold on this situation and everyone was on board, then we wouldn't be here.
It's a big if, though, right? You know,
Exactly.
like it's something. Those are those things that you just can't control sometimes. So, yeah. Well, I mean, it sucks. I mean, I was looking forward to a big Canadian hockey win again, and in both men's and women's hockey.
Yeah.
And curling and everything else, because we own winter sports, but it's like it can wait a year. I guess, maybe that does contradict what we were just talking about. But maybe postponing a huge gathering of people from just about every country in the world.
Yeah.
In a shithole like China.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
I got to make one more point about this Olympics.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing that actually makes me a little sad if the Olympics doesn't happen this year. I had an interview lined up with somebody going to the Olympics.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, hammer that out quick.
Well, because the point is I was going to do the interview after she got back, but
oh, okay.
Because I wanted to, do the experience. Now, I mean, it's up in the air. I mean, is what it is.
Yeah,
is what it is.
When it comes to the Olympics, you might feel as though well, we're kind of just going against what we just said earlier in the episode. Not really. To be an athlete, guaranteed you have to be healthy. Guaranteed you have to go through any sort of COVID testing, rapid testing, or a full-fledged test. Guaranteed there has to be vaccinations. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
We're talking about the best of the best. And I can't think of a single fucking athlete out there, professional top tier, that hasn't gotten at least one shot.
You're 100% wrong.
Oh, okay.
There is a ton of CFL players this year that were unvaccinated. That there was they had a mandate, I think, of November 30th. No, maybe October 30th, where they added the no travel thing in if you weren't vaccinated.
Yeah.
They the CFL, some of the CFL teams sent players home because of that, because they were unvaccinated. I know there's a ton of NFL players that are not vaccinated, also with the NBA. It's they're less and less, but yeah. I understand what you're thinking would be, but I know what some of these, what I had read about some of these other athletes. They're like, I'm young, I'm healthy, I have a good immune system, blah, 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 whatever.
Bullshit.
Well,
yeah,
you're not likely to die if you say are in your peak health condition, right?
No, but if you're a male, you are likely, or at least there's a chance that you can no longer get it up on a consistent basis, and that's enough of a reason for me.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I did read an article about that it's regenerative.
Oh.
Yeah, so
fair enough.
I don't know, but see, this is the problem right here, is that both of us are hearing both different sides of information that don't coincide, right? It's nobody fucking knows what's going on ever. This whole time nobody has any idea what's going on. So
unfortunately, we will know what was going on 5 years from now. Then that's about it.
Or 10.
Yeah.
20. But, or when you're dead.
Back to talking about the Olympics. The other thing is that I am done with the tour. I'm fucking done with the tour. I can't think of a single winter or summer Olympic venue that has benefited from the Olympics being there. I think that there should be a permanent. This is the Summer Olympics location. This is the Winter Olympics location. Upgraded as you see fit, year in, year out. That's it.
And say they can change host countries, but you have to come to this facility.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I did like I like the Olympics in Canada, obviously. I mean, I've lived through 2 of them. 3 of them? 2.
Me too. Yeah.
2. Yeah. I mean, I don't remember much of 88, but I mean, 2010 was was pretty fucking awesome.
Vancouver Whistler, yes.
Yeah. But I mean, like, you can't, I don't know if you could have the Olympics in like Vancouver every 4 years.
I don't think we should.
Where would you? Like so if you want to keep it in like one like static place or stationary place, where, like, what would you think would be a good spot for the Olympics?
Off the top of my head, without giving it too much thought, Sydney, Australia, for the summers.
Okay. Yeah.
And for the winters, Greenland.
Well, there's nobody there.
And plenty of room.
Yeah. I would think Switzerland, actually.
Switzerland, that's another great place. Yes, exactly. Right?
I mean,
and
it'll never happen.
No.
They'll keep moving it around, you know, and it's all like, now we're getting conspiracy theory shit. But it's all...
It's money.
It's all money. You know, like, that's like all these, you know, companies that are they're going to build these rinks, they're going to build these tracks, they're going to build these hills and all this shit. They're all getting tourism, all this money from the government.
Yeah.
And it's all kickbacks, whatever. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I know it is. Yep.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens with this. With it's the summer game. No, it's the winter games.
Winter games.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with the winter games. And you know, again, it's just with the news coming out of all the COVID restrictions and just finding out that it's going to be a month and whatever. It's like, oh, please, like, please, like, just some sort of forward motion within this month would be appreciated. That's all I'm asking. So
it's, you know, one step forward, two steps back.
I'm tired of that, and I'm tired of Paula Abdul. Fuck her.
I was trying to think of that song after I said it. It's like, yeah.
Her and that goddamn animated cat. Fuck her.
That cat was awesome. Fuck you.
No.
I was also thinking Two Steps Behind by Def Leppard.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Not a real great song.
No,
I mean, it's an okay song. It's not great. I mean, the dude had, you know, one arm as a drummer, so whatever. Yeah. I want to talk about this quick. Now,
sure.
Okay, we're like, we spent just about a half an hour on COVID shit. And that's it. Yeah, I'm done talking about it.
Yeah.
I watched, and I don't know if you've watched this or not, but I just recently watched Squid Game.
Like the full series.
The full series.
Okay.
It was violent. It was, I'm the type of person when I watch a show, when there's like I'm empathetic, I guess, or maybe that's not the right word, but like,
you would have to be, because I don't think you've ever been in a life or death situation for money.
Well, no, but there's like in the opening episode, I'm going to spoil like the first part of the opening episode, and it's not going to change anything.
No,
but
it's fine.
There's a father of this kid that he goes and steals money, and it's like from his mother that he's living with, and it's like I felt bad for him. You know what I mean? No, I felt more embarrassed for him.
Oh.
In that sense. Like I don't know what the right word for that is. There is a word for it, but anyway.
Okay.
But the show is, it's gritty, it's violent. There's lots of blood. There's lots of twists. I really enjoyed it, actually. So
yeah.
I guess if you didn't watch it though, I mean, you can't fucking even talk about it.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I know enough about it. My God, it's all over the fucking media, social media, everything right now. I know enough about it.
Yeah. I mean, like, I watched it with the original Korean audio and then subtitles.
Okay.
It's I recommend it. I mean, like, I don't know, like, I don't want to elaborate on it too much more. I mean, if you haven't seen it, but apparently there's supposed to be a second season.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to hammer through the first season then.
You can do it quick. I mean, like, on a solid afternoon, you could get through half of it.
Yeah.
I think it's
Interesting.
it's 9 episodes. Most of them are like 50, 55 minutes, and one episode's half an hour. I mean, but no, I recommend it.
Cool.
So what would you be watching right now? Like, say on your downtime.
Not a lot, honestly. Like, I have to remind myself that I have the actual streaming services. But when I do remember that I have them, like I know I want to sit down and watch the new Ryan Reynolds movie, Red Notice.
Yeah. See,
I want to watch that. The Amazon Video streaming service, I am so far behind on Grand Tour that I'm just starting to catch up on that. I'm looking forward to the next season of Invincible, which you want to talk about a fucking gritty, violent show. My God. I was not expecting that.
I don't think I've seen that one. I can write that down.
Invincible?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I've been a YouTube junkie for the past couple of weeks, so
I tend to not watch anything but YouTube. Like, honestly, like if I sit in my living room, like I'll have like Futurama or like old Simpsons episodes on. But like if I'm in my office, like working on podcast stuff or whatever, there's YouTube videos on in the background.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which throws me into my next subject.
What's that? What?
I got a scam email today.
Oh,
And,
lovely.
And it was weird because it actually made it into my inbox. I use Gmail. Gmail's got a really good spam, spam blocker.
Yeah.
Today, one got through because it looked like it was an email from CIBC, and I get emails from CIBC now and then because I'm a CIBC customer.
Mm-hmm.
This one showed up to me in French, and it had a weird address that it came from. It's like,
Which is usually a giant red flag.
yeah. So I immediately, I spammed it as phishing. But I've been watching this YouTube channel called Scammer Payback. So what this dude does, he poses as somebody getting these phone calls or emails from these scammers.
Okay. Yeah.
He phones them, and he talks. He uses like a Go XLR, so he uses a voice mod to change his voice to like an old man or an old woman or or a lady or whatever. Yeah. And he talks to these scammers, and the way it works is like they run this program on you. They get you to run this program on your computer. And then what it does is it actually opens their computer up too. And this guy has enough computer knowledge that he goes in and he fucking fucks with their computer as he's talking to them. Before we came on, I was watching a video and like the dude deleted like 14,000 files from this like spammer's computer and then locked it out on him. It's like,
oh Jesus.
Yeah, it was good. So I mean,
that's.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to send me that because that sounds like just beautiful watching.
So, do you know who Mark Rober is?
No.
The glitter bomb guy.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So that engineer that built these glitter bombs, these two were in conjunction together. This Scammer Payback and Mark Rober. They collaborated and they sent some of these glitter bombs to these people like running these scams, and it's fun. Oh, dude, it's so good. Like they got somebody arrested like in person because they were scamming people. Oh, it's great. So
that sounds like a good watch. It sounds like I need another beer to watch that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it the satisfaction of seeing like these scumbags, get caught. Like, it's good. It's good. Yeah. Hello, dog, again.
Yeah.
Hi. Thank you. I didn't need my headphones. Thank you.
That's adorable.
See, it's cold outside, so they don't want to go outside, so they be annoying.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. You wanted to talk about customer service wins and losses.
Yeah, so we all have our customer service stories, right? Some of them are, happy endings, and some of them are just fucking horrific. Um, quick side note, I hate going to Boston Pizza. I've
I
never had. Yes.
no. It's my sister made a really good point about Boston Pizza. Is like they pour a really good beer, and that's about it. And even then, it's not a really good beer.
Yeah.
You could get or you could get a really big beer, but the food's gonna suck.
The service. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. I haven't had a good, decent experience at Boston Pizza consistently for quite some time. And whenever I go out and like, hey, you want to go out for something to eat, blah, 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 blah. It's always been like, okay, where you want to go? And like, I'm voted out. Like, oh, they want to go to Boston Pizza. I'm like, oh, fuck, fine. And sometimes it's a decent experience, and other times it's just like, why fucking drag me here every single fucking time? So anyway, wins and losses is something that actually just came to mind because I had to deal with something customer service wise, and I was actually rather surprised with the result. And it just reminded me of like other times where like things have worked out and things have not worked out. Case in point, the one that came to mind was do you know the Canadian pickled company Matt and Steve?
I cannot say I'm familiar with their work.
Okay, so Canadian, they
maybe it's a regional thing.
I don't know. Their stuff is based in Toronto, so they do like a pickled like pickle spears, as well as beans and other things, and they range from like their regular stuff to the spicy stuff, whatever. Love it, absolutely love their stuff.
Yes, yeah, I
okay.
have seen their stuff. Just I didn't know it specifically as that. Sorry.
So recently, like I like to pick up their jars of pickles from Costco, and it comes in like a pack of 2. So when I picked up my most recent order from Costco, I just crack one open, like I love these pickles, right? And I have one, and the pickle itself was like the rind was rubbery and yellow, and the actual flesh of the of the pickle was really soft. It wasn't crisp, anything like that. That is adorable. Loki just wants your attention badly right now.
Really does. Can you?
Yeah.
Sorry, he cut you off.
It's fine.
He's being a dickhead. Hi, you're cute, but you're a dickhead. Get out. So I must have like food in my beard or something, which doesn't make sense because I had a shower after work. And I didn't.
So anyway,
I
sent him an email, but I always like I know that if you contact them through social media and preferably through DMs, like not just like call them out on social media.
Yeah.
They will not only respond, but they will respond like with vigor. Like they're like, "Hey, what's up? What's going on?" Because they don't want anything to be dragged out into the public. So I told them, and I sent them photos. Like, this is the situation, blah, 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 blah. And like, I know this isn't up to the quality that I'm used to from your product, and I love your products. And I sent them like a photo of the jar and then the pickles inside the jar, as well as like the bin lot, whatever. And the person on the other end of social media said like, "Oh, we've been hearing some complaints about that. I think like maybe that lot was like overcooked. I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
And so they said, "Give us your address. We'll send you 4 jars."
Nice.
Like,
that's
okay.
That's all right.
So yeah, I could have gone back to Costco and gone through that entire situation, but like I found that this was just this got results, like good results too, right? So
I think we talked about this on the podcast very early on. But do you remember my story about the case of beer that had the wrong beer in it?
Yes.
That reminds me of it, and where Molson actually rectified their situation really quickly. Cliff notes, quick. I picked up an 18-pack of Molson Canadian at Sobeys liquor store in Saskatoon. I got home. I opened the case of beer. I was putting it in the fridge. There was 2 Coors Light or 3 Coors Light and a Kokanee in it, which doesn't make any sense.
No.
I got a hold of Molson. They immediately sent me a check to buy me another case of beer. But yeah, like the story's longer than that, but I did the same thing.
Yeah.
Except for I actually did put it on Twitter and I called them out on it. But I got results.
Yeah.
But I have another win that I'll share with you before I talk about my shitty loss that's still going on. A couple years ago, I met some friends at the Keg in Saskatoon. Like, just like, hey, let's go have supper. We'll have a couple drinks, whatever. Sit down. I ordered the baseball steak because I always order the baseball steak when I go there. That or a good filet. Can you stop it? Yeah, he's knocking my mic around. So yeah, I ordered the baseball steak, and I think I had a Caesar salad, and for their weird garnish, they gave me like a really big tomato slice, which is whatever, something different. It was maybe what was in season. Maybe they got it cheap, whatever. I didn't care.
Right.
I'm eating the tomato, and I bite into something. I'm like, that's not good.
Yeah, tomatoes shouldn't be doing this.
No, and I pulled it out, and it looked like a toothpick.
Oh.
I'm like, what in the fuck? So I called the waiter over, and I show him this. It's like, yeah, I found this in my tomato. He's like, that is not right, like at all. So he put it on it like a side plate, and he took it away from me. And so eat my steak. There's nothing wrong with the steak. Keep eating whatever. The manager comes over right away. He's like, we looked at it, and I even said to him, it's like, I don't think this is your fault. It's not. It's not. I think it was like the way that the tomato was grown. It's like it happens, right? Like it picked up something from the ground. It's like that shit happens.
Yeah.
But he's like, yeah, and like we thought the same thing, but we're still gonna comp your meal for you. Not the liquor, because I had a few drinks, but like a $35 or $40 steak. I'm like, yeah, that was good on the Keg for that. Like I was really impressed with that. So
yeah.
But
I have another win. So this beer here, not a sponsor, Innocent Gun, one of my favorite beers. A while ago, when I had the Flip Side radio show, it was actually a radio show broadcasted through terrestrial radio. I was seeking out sponsors, and everyone at the on that specific show, we're all talking about Innocent Gun beer and how much we loved Innocent Gun beer and blah 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 blah. And so I reached out to Innocent Gun and sent him a clip saying, like, look, this is a legit thing. This is our show. This is how much we love it, blah, blah, blah. It'd be awesome if you could be a sponsor. Like, let us know if there's anything possible. Yeah. Like, my show has had sponsors before in the past. And sometimes it was monetary. Sometimes it was like, we'll comp you some food, like a restaurant or something like that. So Innocent Gun got back to me and said, and it sent me an email saying, like, unfortunately, we cannot sponsor you as we do not have that within our budget, nor is it a part of our policy, but we really do appreciate the shout out and also all the love. We'll send you something. It's like, oh, okay, cool. 2 weeks later, I get this message from like Pure Later or FedEx or something like that. It's like, there's a heavy parcel here for me. Like, oh, okay, cool. So I go down there and it's a giant box, just a giant box. I'm like, oh, cool. They sent some swag or something like that. Lift this thing. It's like, oh, there's glass in here. Oh. Bring it back to the station. They sent 4 cases of the special Christmas blend mixture, whatever beer of Innocent Gun to the radio show. Like,
fantastic.
Wow.
That's like, yeah, that's the way it should be.
Oh yeah. I'll shill for anything. Well, yeah. Like, God damn.
I'm trying to think of who owns them. Like, does Guinness own them? I don't know.
No, I don't think so. I'm looking at one of the bottles right now. It just says Innocent Gun. I think it's a private company.
They are. Yeah. Innocent Guns Holding.
There you go.
Oh, it's actually pretty new, though. 2003.
Yeah. They're not a legacy beer. That's for sure.
No, but like I've had some of their stuff and it's really good. Like I think their barrel aged stuff is really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Love that stuff.
So I want to get into it like a customer service fail.
Sure.
Because it's still fucking pissing me off. Remember about 10 episodes ago when I went to Vancouver?
Yes.
And I complained about losing my bags.
and one of your bags came back sans handles. Yes.
Yeah. Remember how WestJet told me that they were going to give me some money back? Like because I had to go buy clothes to like cover my ass for a couple days.
Cover your shame. Yes.
Yeah. I still haven't gotten any money back.
How long ago was that?
August.
My God.
The date I lost my stuff was August 11th. So I emailed these people like 15 times. And it got to the point where if I would be driving back and forth to work, I would just start phoning them because that's the only time I would have enough time to sit on the phone with them.
Yeah. Because
it would take, like a half an hour to get through. So I phoned, I think it was last Wednesday. The lady on the phone, I phoned her on my way home from a night shift. So it was like, I was getting home at like 7:30 that morning. And the lady I was talking to, she's like, you know what? I'm here till 3:30 today. I'm going to personally make sure that like this goes through and there's an email waiting for you or like a payment issued or you'll hear something from us this afternoon.
Yeah.
I didn't hear nothing. Not one fucking thing.
But I guarantee you that woman is probably at some point in time either happened already or will happen. She'll be at home going like, fuck.
Yeah, probably like 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna phone tomorrow and I'm gonna bitch. I don't care how long it takes.
Yeah.
Like, I woke up early one morning a couple of weeks ago to try and phone into WestJet to see what the hell was going on.
Right.
I was in bed and I just I know the number by heart by now. I called it so many times. So I phone and I put it on speakerphone and I was scrolling through Instagram or whatever on my phone as it was ringing. I mean, because what the hell else am I going to do? I got music playing in the other room.
Yeah.
It got to the point I was like 20 minutes in. I'm like, well, I'm just going to lay this down here for a bit and close my eyes. I woke up 45 minutes later, still on hold.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. So WestJet, you're not doing a good job right now.
No, God, no.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. And like, I'm not going to be a dick about it when I phone there tomorrow. I'm just going to say like, I am not happy. Like, I am not a happy customer. Like, I specifically only flew WestJet. Like back and forth, go to Calgary, go to Vancouver, go wherever.
Yeah.
I liked WestJet. Now I don't know if I do anymore.
Yeah.
Because of this. This is excessive.
Yeah.
So
a bit much. Yeah.
Yeah. What's you got a loss yet, don't you?
I got a loss. Yeah. I listed off a couple, but I got one. And so you said that you don't know what Red Robin is. Red Robin is
I do know what Red Robin is. Like the spice or like the restaurant where you could get like the seasoning salt.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Seasoning salt, which like tastes great on fries, but if you smell it, it smells like foot powder. Yes, that stuff.
Yes, yeah. I'm familiar with the foot powder sauce.
So, a while ago, and I usually have a pretty good time at Red Robin. A while ago, I went there with the girl I was dating at the time and her daughter, and young daughter, 7 years old, finicky eater, but whatever, likes to eat at restaurants. Go.
French fries and chicken tenders, usually good. Yep.
She wanted a pepperoni pizza. That's all she wanted. She wanted a pepperoni pizza and a pop. Like, okay, cool. So the waitress took the order and then whatever left and came back and gave the girl, my girlfriend's daughter, the wrong pop. Like this, no, like take this back, give her the right one.
Yeah.
And then the right pop came, and then the pizza came. It was cheese pizza, no pepperoni. Now, like, how do you fuck this up? Like, huh?
Right.
Okay, so
It says pepperoni on the sheet.
yeah.
And you just
So,
put cheese on. Okay.
yeah. So flag down the waitress and I go like, she ordered a pepperoni pizza. She goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I'll be right back." And so she runs back and comes back about a couple with cooked pepperoni.
No, they didn't.
Screaming hot out of the oven. And she goes, "Here you go," and then hands it directly to the 7-year-old girl. And no. And the waitress goes, "What's wrong?" She could just put the pepperoni. I said, "Did this feels like it just came out of the oven." And she goes, "It did." I said, "Your manager, now."
Yeah.
She goes, "Okay, sure." So she buggers off and she comes back with the manager and I explain the entire situation. And I'm like, it's not a big deal, but this is a bit of a hazard. And I like this blah blah blah, the pop, whatever, not a big deal. But like the pepperoni pizza that turned into a cheese pizza, and she comes back with this plate of fresh out of the oven cooked pepperoni.
Slice. Oh my god. That's
He goes, "What?"
Oh my
no.
god.
Like, no, that's a hazard. Like, you don't. I'm like, "Thank you." And he goes, I am so sorry. We'll have this sorted out. I was like, "Yeah, you do that." So take away her food. And I'm not going to eat in front of this young girl because I just don't want her to deal with that. So like my girlfriend and the daughter are sharing fries, and then a proper pepperoni pizza comes out, and then a ice cream sundae comes out after that, and the little girl absolutely loves it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Then the bill comes, and I wasn't charged for the cheese pizza, but everything else was on the bill.
Fucking god.
So I look at her and go, "Manager."
Yeah.
She goes, "Oh, what's wrong now?" I said, "Manager, right fucking now." And so the manager comes out, and I didn't say anything. I just handed him the bill. He goes, "No."
The manager did the right thing there.
Yeah.
But it never should have got to that.
No.
Like,
God,
ever.
no.
I remember, like, I was at there used to be a Chili's in Saskatoon. But then they tore it down because it just wasn't busy because it was Chili's. I mean, nobody likes Chili's. It's disgusting. But I went there and I ordered. Yeah, I was there with my ex, and she ordered some food. I ordered a couple beer, whatever, and I ordered a quesadilla or something, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was hungry because we had been running around all day and whatever. So I'm waiting for this quesadilla. Waiting. Finally shows up, and the fucking thing is like ice cold. I'm just like,
"Oh god."
It's like, I look at the waitress, like, when she came back, she's like, "Oh, how is everything?" I'm just like, this is fucking cold. She's like, "Oh, I can get him to make you know." It's like, no, just get it out of here. I'm done. Just like, I'm not coming back. Like, just that's it. And I didn't go back. Because
No.
It's funny how one instance like that can just leave a bad taste in your mouth, like figurative and literally sometimes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
So I don't know. Just like, again though, like I worked in a restaurant. I worked as a bartender, I was a bouncer, I was a dishwasher. I know that it can be some very thankless jobs. But if you make stupid mistakes, sometimes you deserve the wrath that you brought in, right?
Yes.
I'm sorry. It's just the way it is.
No, you're absolutely right. Yeah. I mean, there are some people out there who think that the service staff are below them and they treat them as such. But at the other times, it's just like, no, you're just not doing your job properly.
Yeah.
Did you write anything down?
Yeah. Like, I always tip, probably more than I should. And that's the way that I've been since I started making good money, and knowing what I did from working in a bar, knowing some of the shit that the waitresses had to put up with.
Yeah.
But if the service is shitty, my tip will reflect that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
Is what it is. It's just do better sometimes. Yeah.
Get good, damn it.
Exactly. Okay, what are you listening to this week?
So because we are on the cusp of Christmas, I figure I have to throw this in while I can. It is an awesome tune, a song that went viral because of a YouTube video years ago of the first guy that did an incredible job of synchronizing music to the Christmas lights. It's the Trans-Siberian Orchestra in Wizards in Winter.
Just tell me later because I'm trying to write it down.
Just write down Wizards in Winter. That's all you need to find. That's it. No one else has ever done it. It's just the song is called Wizards in Winter.
Okay, so I'll tell you this right now though. This will be the first song deleted off the Found Signals playlist. I haven't
listened to it.
I will, but it's just if it's a Christmas song or if it's like choir that we're okay.
No. Have a listen to it.
Okay.
Don't judge.
Sometimes I judge, okay? That's just my nature.
Yeah, well, data chum, motherfucker, okay?
We'll get into that next episode.
Yes, we will.
Yeah. My first one is an old song, but I found a new remix of it. It's Seven Nation Army, the Glitch remix.
Oh.
Yeah, buddy of mine. I was on my way to work the other day. Guy I work with all the time. He sent me this remix and was like, yeah, that's pretty fucking good. I really liked it. So
it fixes the song.
I mean, there's nothing ever really wrong with Seven Nation Army. It's just it is pretty simple, but this Glitch remix is like, yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
What's your second one?
Can't Knock the Hustle. Weezer. I don't think we've added a Weezer song onto the Found Signals playlist yet. Great song.
I wouldn't add one myself.
There you go.
I've never been a huge fan of Weezer. Full disclosure. Some songs fine, like the Sweater song, fine, but it's just like in general, like Hash Pipe I heard like way too many times when it came out.
Yeah.
Got
Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly, yeah. Yeah. My last one, and I'm surprised I didn't add this on here before because it's I don't know, just because it's like in my top song for like the in my Spotify playlist for the last 2 years. It's Painful Reminder by punk band out of Vancouver, SNFU.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I found the song again because I listened to them a bit when I was a kid, a teenager growing up. After I found out their lead singer died.
Oh.
Yeah, on Hastings.
Oh.
Yeah, and exactly how you think he died.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Fucking meth or crack or something. I mean, it happens. It sucks,
I guess.
Right?
Yeah.
But no. Painful Reminder by SNFU. Fucking great track.
Yeah.
Great track. Anyways. This has been episode 30. Or do you have something else to say?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Joyous Kwanzaa. Whatever else. Yeah. We are going to be doing a year in review for our next episode.
And a look ahead, yes.
And a look ahead, yes. So, all the links to the socials will be down at the bottom, just like normal. LostSignals.ca, infos at LostSignals.ca. That's it. This has been episode 30. My name is Daryl.
I'm JD.
We will see you out there.
You bet. Take care.